Going from the most underwhelming launch to one of the biggest glow ups of 2022, and it's not even close. Let's go and talk about the Higround Basecamp keyboard.
You are the Apex champions.
What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the 100 Thieves Higround brand new keyboard that just came out, and their Basecamp model, which is basically their entry-level keyboard. We're going to get into that a little bit further. What I'm going to be going over in this video is going to be who is Higround, their latest Basecamp keyboard, sound tests of the new and also the old 100 Thieves keyboard they both collaborated on, comparing the differences, and then who is this keyboard for. There are going to be timestamps below, so if you want to jump to a certain spot in the video, feel free to. But before we dive in, I do want to let you know I did get this keyboard for free. They sent this to me and just asked me to take a look at it. They did not ask me for any kind of content. They're not seeing this video first. They also did not pay me to do this or anything of that nature. This is 100% my own opinion on this brand new keyboard they launched. So first, let's talk about who is Higround. Higround is a custom keyboard company that was actually founded by two different individuals, Rustin and Ka. And then shortly after, they were actually acquired by 100 Thieves. Now, Higround's main focus is to basically take gaming culture and fashion and then blend it with the keyboard and hardware world. They've also done some really cool drops and collaborations with Sonic, Attack on Titan, and also Gundam, just to name a few of them. Now let's go ahead and jump into the Basecamp keyboard. What is the Basecamp keyboard? The Basecamp keyboard is their entry-level keyboard, and the reason why I did that in air quotes is because they also have a summit, and we're gonna be diving into how entry-level this really is, or is not. I meant not. What you can find inside the box is going to be the keyboard, a keycap puller, switch puller, a USB Type-C cable, and a couple of stickers. This is a 65% keyboard that actually has a red translucent frame that goes around it where the RGB does shine through. It features 5-pin hot swappable PCB, white flame switches, which are pre-lubed from factory, PBT die-step keycaps that are actually ninja printed, so you don't see the print from the top, only from the bottom. It has an aluminum plate and it has dual dampening silicone foam. Now at first glance, picking this thing up, it has a good amount of weight to it. Everything feels very solidly built. It actually feels like it's worth the money, and also it doesn't sound very hollow. So to talk about their first keyboard, the main differences between them is that there was only a single silicone dampening foam in there instead of double. And instead of their brand new white flame switches, they're actually using their GAT Reds. Which, for anyone that doesn't know, the GAT Red switches are kind of an entry-level switch, and well, let's just go and take a listen to both keyboards and see what you think. All right, so I want you guys to pause the video right now. Let me know which one did you think sound better. That is how this keyboard sounds straight out of the box, no mods, no nothing. It just sounds that good right out of the box. Okay, let's talk about the quality of this keyboard. Now, if we're comparing it to the very first drop that they actually did, it is a night and day difference. I'm telling you right now, if I was to take the branding off of both these keyboards and ask you if they were made by the same manufacturer, I guarantee you would not say yes. These feel like two completely different boards. The weight of them, the sound of them, I mean, come on, just listen. It is night and day difference. Now, the typing experience on the Basecamp got so much better than the first keyboard. This is actually a dream to type on, and honestly, the first week that I had it, I was just excited to type anything. I was excited to script, to play games on it. It was very quick and responsive, and I personally thought it sounded fantastic. Not only that, this board just feels premium. I know it's their entry-level keyboard, but it just feels like a premium keyboard. Compared to most other manufacturers out there, if you compared this board to theirs, it is just night and day difference. This thing has a lot of weight to it. It feels solid. It's even branded on the bottom with a number that's on the bottom. Which, by the way, whoever sent me 68 instead of 69, I am extremely upset at you for doing that. Just kidding. I still love you. Thanks for the keyboard, but man, I wish I got 69. Even the keycaps on these feel like they were a complete upgrade. Like, these things actually feel very quality. They feel nice to the touch. The old ones, honestly, not on the bottom of these, I just feel like they even looked like they were fading a little bit, or the color wasn't consistent through the keycaps. They're still amazing keycaps, I love them, but these don't feel nearly as nice as the brand new keycaps do. Honestly, one of the biggest takeaways, I feel like the very first keyboard that 100 Thieves and Higround collaborated on is a night and day difference. The very first one got a lot of criticism from the keyboard community and just from other people in general, how it just didn't feel like it was cost that much, it didn't sound very good, and also too, I mean, the spacebar rattled pretty bad. Now the reason why that's a big takeaway is because they took all that to heart and they actually went and they made a much better board. And they fixed, I feel like, a lot of the things that people complained about and felt like weren't really worth the money. This keyboard right here, I feel like is definitely worth the money, which leads me to, who do I really think this keyboard is for? Personally, I feel like this is a fantastic keyboard for you to get if you want a custom experience without actually having to customize it yourself. Like I said, this is completely stock. So right out of the box, this is gonna be the experience that you get, is the same experience that I'm getting myself. I didn't do any tape mods. I didn't do any like Band-Aid mods. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't change the switches. I didn't lubricate them. This is completely stock out of the box. Not to mention, if you're just a big fan of anime and other gaming culture that's going on right now, like Attack on Titans, you can get keyboards from them or keycaps that are actually branded with those companies. I'm sure they have a lot of other companies they're going to be collaborating with in the future, and I'm super excited to see what they bring on. But if you're a big fan of just gaming culture in general, this is going to be a great pickup for you. And then another thing, you can easily mod this if you want to. This has a 5-pin hot swappable PCB, which means you can swap these out with whatever switches else you want. A lot of popular switches that are on the market these days are 5-pin hot swappable, which means you can just customize this if you want a click, if you want more of a softer sound. You can get whatever you want and just stick it inside of there and customize it if you would like. I think that's really cool. If you're looking just for a customized experience, I think this delivers on that, but if you want to customize it yourself even further, you have the ability to do that in the future. Now, is this going to offer you a super high-end premium customized experience? I don't know if it really does, and honestly, that's why I bought the Summit keyboard, because I want to see what it's all about. So yes, I spent $300 of my own money to buy that keyboard to compare it to this and other keyboards and see if it's actually worth it, so you didn't have to worry about spending $300. You're welcome, which reminds me, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel in case you do want to see that review in the future. I'm still waiting on the board to get here. It's going to take about a month for it to be shipped. Overall, wrap this up, I really think this keyboard is leaps and bounds better than their very first keyboard, which a lot of people gave them criticism for. I tried really hard not to say another word. And if you weren't super impressed with their very first keyboard, I would actually encourage you to try out one of their new keyboards and see if you like it. This, like I said, is a completely different board in my mind than that very first board was. It's not even close. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Also, again, thank you so much to Higround for sending this out to me. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any additional questions about this keyboard, then please let me know in the comment section below. I'll try and respond to every single comment I get. I'll also try and make videos to answer some of the questions you guys give me. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys like the content. If you guys want more content like this or more tech reviews, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And comment down below because it helps me out. And you're beautiful, by the way. I like the shirt you're wearing. So thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.